Hey sis, how you doing? It's segment L, your soul conscious coach, and I am back with another episode for Women's Celebration Month. So every day in the month of March, I'm just going to give you a little empower push to assist you in your journey of rediscovery, your journey of becoming this mythological goddess factor, and honestly, just changing the narrative in your own life and how you're moving forward. I was going for a walk this morning. Today is Friday, March 7th, and I was thinking about what it means specifically to be a woman, like truly being a female. What is that like in this world today? What is that like in the workspace? What is that like in religion? And what is that like and what that means for us and our families and how our families really shape us? They give us a narrative to be. And it's not until there's a feminine presence that is really defiant about being in a box, right? And being given a title and a narrative to be and become and to carry out her life, that there really becomes a shift. And that shift can sometimes be hostile to a certain story that has been written for hundreds of years in a bloodline, right? And so that shift causing a certain type of ruckus is usually created by a woman who realizes who she is very early on, no matter what has been accosted against her, no matter what she's gone through, and the things she's had to shake and shift in order to get out of that persona. It takes somebody to know who she is, or at least know where she wants to get to. And so, my point is this: you cannot have an evolution as a woman without a revolution. And I know that revolution is typically a political term for like a hostile takeover, but that's really what happens when we are changing because we have the lineage of future generations in our womb and in our bloodstreams and truly in our psychological dynamics, right? Mitochondria is really, really powerful and very sustaining. Because we have all of that within us, lodged in us, and in everything we do, when we decide to anchor down, hunker down in creating another narrative or expanding the narrative of who we are and making it oppose or adverse to what we've been given, we literally are causing a revolution. And you have to think that in order for you to evolve to your highest power, in order for you to evolve to your highest self, as you are moving forward in the trajectory that you say you want to do and become, it's never peaceful, right? You can never, as a woman, change who you are and there be peace. There has to be confrontation. There has to be an acknowledgement of what pain and suffering you've gone through. And I'm saying that to say that you cannot change your narrative without utilizing your voice, without saying, this is what I've gone through. This is not what I will continue to go through. And you have to create a path of destruction. Now, in the spirit space, they call that the dark feminine or the dark feminine aspect. When a woman has been stripped of her love, her morality, being pious, and being loving and benevolent, when she has been taken advantage of and been given no other resolve but to be this primordial, primal energy that will take a thing or a people by force and change it in order to free herself, then that is when liberation comes. And so I want to let you know that the resistance that you may be encountering as you are changing the dynamics of who you are is not necessarily because life is trying to create a resistance against you, but it's trying to fortify you to show you what type of strength you are. I know that you have gone through certain things that you have kept a secret. That's a part of, unfortunately, the female experience, right? We all have gone through something, and it may not be as drastic as, sexual assault or anything that volatile, but sometimes it's being dismissed just because you are in a female body, you are in a feminine body, and you have the anatomy of a woman. that we will encounter certain things where people will just think that we are insecure, that we are insignificant, that we are incompetent. And even though we show otherwise, they will force that narrative on us. Spirit is saying that you have to fight back. You have to show your strength. You have to show the demeanor of your power. And you don't do it peacefully. You do it forcibly. You do it with great vigor on the inside, knowing that the outcome is really going to put you in a position to claim your seat, your authority, your throne of power. When you think higher of yourself as a woman, it does become something celestial. And you have to look at everything that has positioned you to be the way you are. Maybe it didn't come to break you. Maybe it really did come to make you. Whatever the situation, the scenario, the story is, sometimes you have to take it by force and you have to show who the boss really is. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, let me know. If it did, I want you to show up as yourself. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.